I'm here today for a home fire safety check with a few people that you might recognise. Come on in. Well, I tell you, from I lifted my head on that pillow this morning, I haven't stopped. Multitasking, don't talk to me. I've done him a full breakfast, that's his dinner. I have polished, I have scrubbed, I have cleaned, I have changed 2 nappies that would have turned an army. I haven't stopped. Maisie, love, sure, just come on in. Will you take a look at this? Now this is a complete disaster waiting to happen. Never ever leave a chip pan like this unattended. It could go up like a fireball in 2 minutes. And as for this, holy smoke. Make sure your grill pan is always clean of fat. And I know it's always raining in this part of the world, but never have your clothes too close to a heater like this. If they get too close, they will ignite, and your fashion will be history. Never leave an iron unattended, and as for that there, all you gotta do is spill a drink on it and it's good night. I don't believe you. Charlene, if you are lying to me, I'm gonna come down there, I'm gonna bust your face. Is he really looking over like you're a liar? Does he know like you're a liar? I don't believe you. Do you think like he's looking for me? Well, here's what you do, love. You act all nonchalant, you walk out as if you're leaving. I'm coming down now. I'm coming down now. I'll meet you outside in 2 minutes. And if he says anything to you about me, tell him I'm about. Look at the state of this. How would you ever get out of this house if there was a fire? All floors and access should be kept clear. Overloaded sockets. Remind you of anyone? Always remember the rule, 1 socket, 1 plug. And as for matches, always keep them away from children on a high shelf. Now, as for candles, they are a killer, make no mistake. Always put a candle on a metal base and never leave them unattended. Always put them out properly. Oh, bed. Are you in bed already, love? Coming up. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? And what surprises have we got in here? And look at this room. Completely unattended, doors left wide open, everything switched on, cigarettes smouldering away in an ashtray. Listen, cigarettes just don't kill you slowly, you know. Get your smouldering butts and put them into a metal container. Then check the whole area where you've been sitting for any more cigarette butts. Take the whole lot outside of the house and dispose of them safely. If you've got an open fire, make sure it's covered by a fire guard, and for goodness sake, if you've got any electrical appliances, turn them off at the plug. And most importantly, close all doors. This fire alarm is the most important thing in your house. They only cost a £5, but in a fire it will save your life. Make sure the battery is working, and if it's bleeping, get a new one. Have a bedtime routine. Make sure all the doors are closed. Keep your keys in the one place. Make sure everybody knows how to get out. An escape plan will save you vital minutes. A proper escape plan will save your life. So, Nicola, this was a very frightening Saturday morning in December in the run-up to Christmas.
Yep.
So tell us what happened to you.
Well, I was sound asleep in my bed, and I was rudely awakened by my front door being banged really, really loudly. And I ran down the stairs, and my neighbour was at the door and said, "There's a fire." And I said, "Where?" And he said, "In your living room." So I immediately turned around, opened the door of the living room and ran in. And all I saw was thick, dense black smoke. So the curtains were open, but it was almost like the room was pitch black.
Tell us about the smoke in the room and what effect it had on you.
When I opened the door, I was just met by this thick black smoke. It was as if, you know, the curtains were not closed in the living room, but it was as if the curtains were closed and it was pitch black. There were hardly any flames coming from the television. And I suppose as I opened the door, you kind of take a big deep breath because you're just going, oh my God. So you could actually feel the smoke, breathing in the smoke. And again, in hindsight, looking back, I felt dizzy. I could feel it, you know, going into my chest and a tight chest. And, you know, for days afterwards, I had, you know, was coughing quite a bit and was still quite dizzy.
Did you have a functioning smoke alarm in your house?
I did have a smoke alarm in the house, and the smoke alarm was just outside the living room door. I thought I was being a very independent woman and can fix things that go wrong, and I'd put my own battery in, but I put the battery in the wrong way, so the smoke alarm didn't go off.
And had you ever done the old test thumbs up on Monday?
No, I hadn't. I now, however, do have 2 smoke alarms and check it every week. And I think I've become a bit of an advert in work. There's so many people now say they've checked their smoke alarms and have bought smoke alarms because of me.
And if you're watching me on the UTV, you're bound to have seen this serious sort of stuff in between the programmes. And serious it is. So please take time out to watch some of the super TV ads that the folks in the Fire and Rescue Service have put together to keep us safe in our wee beds at night.
In a fire, you will not burn to death. Smoke will kill you long before that. If you leave your doors open, smoke will fill every room in your house within seconds. If you don't have a working smoke alarm, you'll have no chance. The smoke will blind you. You won't know your way out. Never forget, smoke kills.
And your excuse would be?
You forgot the battery, Mummy.
Electrical. Overloaded electrics.
Here.
And 2. Matches. Playing with matches. And you couldn't find your way out. I take it your alcohol and chip pan.
I only left it for 2 minutes.
Had it all before. Room 1. Candles. You're 1. You're in 2. Not so romantic now. Hey? Is everyone else no smoke alarms or no battery in smoke alarms?
I had no escape plan.
Just as bad. Room 1. And your excuse would be?
You forgot the battery, Mummy.
Book your free home fire safety check now.
Next.